Okay, I was in the secondary school, and which is like the high school, and I'm in the 5th class, and 1 year left for me to finish the high school and to get into the college.
So what happened that you couldn't finish high school?
No, I could not in Iraq.
No, but explain why.
Because of the bad situation in Iraq, I could not finish my study in the high school in Iraq, and after what was happened to me and to my family, we got a threat. So we had to leave Iraq and to come into here, into Damascus. And you know, the situation in here is also bad, and we are not allowed to study in here because I tried for several times to join a school, but there's no place for the Iraqi people. That is what they say to me and to my dad. If I wanted to go or to join a private school, I have to pay a lot of money. And because in here my dad, he doesn't have any job, or even my brother, so we can't pay for a private school. And even if we have money now, at these days, even in the private schools, they don't allow the Iraqi people to study in it. Yes, I arrived into here in January 2007, and I think I'm without a future. My future is, all I see in it, just darkness. I can't study. There is no jobs for the Iraqi people in here. I can't live my normal life. Everything is bad. I left everything behind me in Iraq, my friends, my house, my school, our relatives, everything. And now we are living in here without anything. Our apartment we are living in, it's empty. There is no furniture. I don't have friends in here. I can't join a school. So I don't have a life in here. I wish I can go back. At least, even with the bad situation in Iraq, for me, life in there is much, much better than in here. At least I can talk with my friends, with my relatives. I can live in my room. Oh my God, I really miss my room, my furniture, my bed, my house, everything. In that day, a group of the American soldiers attacked my house because they were looking for the reporter Jill Carroll, and by wrong they attacked my house. That was after the middle of the night in 30 minutes, and at that time I was sleeping because I had an exam, French language, because we had our mid-year exams at that time. So I went to bed with my mom and my sister. We were all sleeping in the same room. And my father, he was sleeping in the hall, and my old sister Zina, she was sleeping upstairs with her family in her room, and Ahmed in his own room. Suddenly, I just heard the sound of the first bomb. The glass of the window in my mother's room was broken and fall down on the street, on the floor. So I just jumped off my bed. I went out with my sister Zainab and my mom just to see what was going on in there. So I went to the kitchen. After that, I went back to see on the stairs. So I just saw 6 soldiers. 3 of them went directly to my sister's room, Zina, and 3 of them, they were coming downstairs towards me and my sister Zainab. One of them shot 2 bullets. He was trying to hit me because I ran with my sister because I felt afraid. But I was lucky, and me and my sister so just hit the wall. After that, I went back to the old room that I was sleeping with my sister in it. So I tried to close the door with my sister, but they were 3 men, 3 soldiers. So they pushed the door and they got into the room. And one of the soldiers, I still remember that, pushed me like that, and he made me sit on the floor, on the broken glass. I told him, please let me sit in another place. I am sitting on the broken glass. I can't sit on it. He could not understand me at that time because he was afraid, and me also, I was afraid. He called the translator. He was Iraqi, and also the captain. So I tried to talk with the translator. I told him I can't sit on the broken glass. It's dangerous. So he just heard this word, dangerous. For that he called the captain just for dangerous. She said something. She said dangerous. What does that mean? There is something. He could not understand me because he just was like a crazy man. Just he wanted a little mistake of me to attack me. Anyway, I sit in another place with my sister Zina and Zainab, and after that, Zainab asked the soldier. She told him, "Please, I just want to know anything about my old sister Zina. She's upstairs, and we thought she was dead with the kids in her room." So, of course, he took the permission from the captain, and he allowed me and my sister Zainab to go upstairs and to see my other sister. In my way to my old sister's room, I saw everything was destroyed, completely destroyed, and the door was like that, and I was crying and, shouting, why is all of this is happening to me and to my house? What have we done? So I went there and to Zina's room, and I saw Ali, he's my brother-in-law, on the floor, and his two hands tied behind him, and Sarah, she was hiding in behind her mom, and Adam, he was with his mother also. After that, they took Ali downstairs to talk with him. So I stayed alone with two of the soldiers and with my two other sisters in one room. So I started to talk with one of the soldiers. I asked him, "Couldn't you knock the door? I would open it to you, and you could search in everywhere, and if just in a polite way, you could enter the house, and I would help you in anything that I can." He said, "Oh, you're still just a kid, and you won't understand why we have attacked the house in this way." And then I asked him, "What if I've done something like this into your house in America? What would you say?" He said, like I said, you're still a kid and you can't understand this, but I'm sure that in the future you will understand why we have done something like this to your house." At that moment, I just realized he's the kid, and he could not answer me because he just take the directions from the captain, and he do what he have to do, that's all. So I just had to shut my mouth and not to say anything anymore, and